Hello and welcome back. So, hear me out. It's been a long time since we've done Tales from Gielinor, but I got a Slayer task for Basilisks. I want to go fight Basilisk Knights, so that made me think, they're weak to Crush. Do I invest in a new Crush weapon, or... There is that new quest that came out a while back that gives you something called a zombie axe. And I'm not really aware of it because I've kind of been dabbling more so in the old world. I haven't really touched on the new stuff since I wanted to do that all with you guys in this quest series. So I kind of want to fast track that. Do, however, let me know, how do you feel about that idea of this account, right? Like this character, the original character of the channel, doing quests that are more modern in old school RuneScape? Or do you want to just see it contained specifically to the lore keeper character? Some feedback on that would be much appreciated, and it would allow me some more freedoms to do other things as well. Oh my god, we still gotta... Oh! Desert Treasure 2. that quest is like eight days long. I have to go back and finish that though, for sure. Because that is what we started the series on. And I need that Banshee. But the quest we're looking for today is right here. Defender of Varrock. So, doing this quest unlocks the ability to then farm a mob called Armored Zombies, which drop a broken version of this weapon I'm trying to get, which then you take to an anvil, repair, and then you're a Giga Chad badass with a pretty decent crush weapon to my knowledge. And that translates to future me being very happy because maybe future me will finally get my Basilisk jaw from this Slayer task. Alright, Defender of Varrock. I could start this quest by talking to Elias White in the Jolly Boar Inn, northeast of Varrock. I know where that is, actually. I believe it's the one way off there by the lumber mill and just shy of the wilderness line. Difficulty experienced. Okay, it's gonna be like 20 minutes. Length medium, maybe a little more, especially since I'm reading everything. Story Mahajarat, which actually has a decent storyline. That's like the Desert Treasure line, if I'm not mistaken. Release year last year. Requirements, all of these, I have everything. Combat level 65, so it shouldn't be too crazy. So, Elias White, and he's actually like the only unique character model in here. Okay. Hey, what's up, stranger? Damn, that boy is white. Good day to you. Hey, what brings you here? The eternal quest for knowledge, of course. The name's Elias White. I'm something of an explorer. I'm something of an explorer myself. Pleased to meet you. I'm Nobrick, so you're searching for knowledge in an inn. In these times, that's actually not a bad idea. Oh, he chortles. Not exactly. In fact, I was previously hunting down information on an ancient race deep within the desert. However, I received an interesting yet concerning tip-off from a contact of mine regarding some of my research. I came here to investigate for myself. Anything I could help with, stranger? Oh, how kind of you to offer, stranger. I definitely wouldn't complain about some extra support. If you're so sure. If you're sure you're interested. Start the quest? Absolutely. I have a basilisk jaw to go get. Well, I don't know anything about that, but it's nothing much. But apparently one of the patrons in here was ranting and raving about zombies. Most just dismissed him as having had one too many, but I'm not so sure. How come? Well, Varrock has an interesting history when it comes to zombies. Tell me, what do you know of Arav? I know he has a shield that was a pain in the ass to get if you didn't have friends. Other than that, though, I was the one who helped return it to the museum. The shield, that is. I heard about that. Excellent work. You may well know that the former owner of that shield, Arav himself, once defended Varrock against a zombie invasion led by a Majorat named Zamuregal. Fucking I mean, I tried my best. Arav sacrificed himself to save his city, but Z-Dog survived. And you think these zombie sightings mean he's returned? Apparently, the zombies were seen forming ranks. Zombies don't naturally organize themselves, so someone must be organizing them. I can think of worse candidates than Z-Man. I can see why you think this is worth looking into. Where do we start? Well, zombies are not particularly light on their feet, so my hope is we can pick up their trail. The sightings were apparently right outside the inn. You mean in the wilderness? Follow the tracks and see where they came from. Good plan. And shall we get started? Yeah, ready when you are. I have teleports in case anything particularly dangerous happens. Oh my goodness, excellent. I'm right behind you. Question time for lore. What can you tell me about Arav and Z-Dog? I should try and... I'm gonna try and pronounce the name correctly. It's quite the tale, and I doubt I'd be able to do it justice, but I could try and give you an overview. Back in the 4th Age, a group of travelers came upon an abandoned child. It is said the child was unusual for one so young. Dark eyes and a fierce countenance, yet fair-haired and skinned, with a kind smile. The travelers saw this as an omen and set up camp where they found him. The camp soon grew into the town of Varrock, or Varrock, as we now call it. As for the child, he grew to become a mighty hero after defending the town from a goblin attack. He took on the name Arav, a curse word in goblin tongue. That's kind of cool. For he had become the curse of goblins, Goblin Slayer. Arav's heroic deeds continued until he was granted a vision of the future. He saw the Majorat Zamorgal. I feel like that's the name, Zamorgal. Zamorigal, if anything. Zamorigal claiming Varrock as his own. Determined to stop Zamorigal in any way he could, Arav set out to find a powerful weapon with which to best him. His journey took him to the Imkando dwarves, who granted him a powerful shield. Look, like the lore! The lore is so good in this game. Any other game would have just sent me off and been like, yeah, kill 10 of these things. They have like a shit drop rate for something that I need, and then I'd be back. This game, no, it's like, hey, we actually have writers. We put some thought into this. Oh, it's so good. Anyways, the shield, wow. Imkando shield, that's crazy. Exactly, that is crazy. With the shield in hand, Arav returned home and faced off against Zamorigal and his zombie horde. Thanks to him, the invasion was repelled, but at the cost of Arav's life. It's hard not to roll my R's, like with the double R there. Zamorigal has not been seen since, but it is said that his last act before retreating was to claim Arav's body, promising to turn him into an undead slave to one day return with. Oh, I'm trying not to scream, but that is awesome. Hundreds of years have now passed, and while there are few who haven't heard of Arav, many have forgotten Zamorigal and his promise. That's why we need historians and history. Actual history. Alright. So what... Yeah, here we go. A nice follow-up question. I like how this game also does that as well. It's not just like the set standard. They actually have like following questions that you could choose. Sometimes, not all the times. So what exactly is it you're researching? The Majorat. It's fair to say they are quite the subject of fascination for me. Many of them once held dominion over huge parts of the world. Varrock himself was a Majorat, and he managed to achieve godhood. But now, they've all but vanished. Most will go through their whole lives without ever seeing one. And their most common appearance these days is in the spooky stories parents use to keep their children in line. And that's why you're so interested in Zamorigal. Indeed, an actual Majorat, and a very dangerous one at that. Ancient tomes can only teach us so much. If I want to learn everything there is to know about their race, it's going to take some more hands-on work. What about the danger? Well, that's just all the more reason for me to be here. If Zamorigal is planning a new attack on Varrock, an expert on his race might come in quite useful. If you're an explorer, I'm guessing you travel a lot. Indeed, from the frozen wastes of Northrend to the ancient tombs of the desert, I've seen it all. So where do you call home? I've lived in many places over the years, but I wouldn't really say I have a home. I guess here in Varrock would be the closest answer. Sounds like you have quite the history. Oh yes, if nothing else, I've definitely lived a varied life. So you weren't always an explorer, I take it? Not at all. I've done all sorts of things in my time. In fact, at one point I was an adventurer like you, until I took an arrow in the name. What happened? Some sort of life-changing injury? Thankfully not. I just found that when it came to my work, it was the history I discovered that interested me the most. More so than the treasure. Fair enough. And I believe that is everything. So, let's get going. Lead the way, he says. So, after reading all of that, I completely forgot where to go. Possibly over here by this exclamation mark, though. Because there's no other immediate sites that I would consider a possible zombie uprising. Unless I was to hop over into the wilderness, but I don't think that would be the case. Oh, hello. I can't get over there through here. So we are going to take a little hop into the wilderness. I'll meet you back at the Jolly Boar Inn. No! Outside the inn. Okay, so I already did a circle around the outside of the inn. Didn't see anything. I'm gonna try jumping into the wilderness real quick. Because maybe the other one down there was just too far. Nope, he's too scared. Maybe it's a lie. And I'm not supposed to look outside. I'm supposed to look like inside here. Maybe down by the front of the sawmill. What if we just walk down the road here? Maybe that will be fruitful for us. And he's gone. Mayhaps if I was to just stand right here, we'll pick up his trail somehow. I don't know, because it doesn't seem like... Aha! Here we go. Inspect plant. Random plant. Ah, look, footprints. Let's see where they lead us. Wow, that took far longer than I had originally intended for that too. Oh my god. I'm melting. I can't turn on my fan because it's so hot. But then it makes too much noise. Nothing. Inspect this rock. 2 sets of footprints. That's great. Probably this one. Because the other one just... Oh, I don't know. We'll just have to hit both of them. Inspect this bush, this plant, if possible. Another splitting set of tracks, okay. More or less lead to the same spot. Probably would be off this way, right? Oh my god, what is this? While inspecting the plant, you also find a key. Huh. I wonder what it opens. Best we keep a hold of it and find out. Sure. So let's head off this way, I suppose, since it's towards like Mauritania landish and like that kind of area. There's so many tracks! But this could lead to my original thought of like the exclamation mark on the map. No, not there. Nor there, okay. Interesting. Okay, so that ends there. Maybe this line? That's kind of a surprise for me. Here we go, however. So, the trail picks up there. To a trap door. Ah, perfect. A trap door, oh my goodness. Now, what do you reckon the chances are that we can unlock it with that key? Probably quite high. But there's only one way to find out. You unlock the trap door using the key you just found. Right. Shall we go in? Sure. There's probably no danger in here. Fascinating. What is this place, No Brick? You know, I'm not sure. Then let's look around and find out. Oh, the adventurer's spirit. Look at that. Sharathirk. Examine. Very ugly, but then he is a gargoyle. You know, I used to do a lot of, like, what are the gargoyle bosses called? They're not called Twilight Guardians. Or are they? Grotesque Guardians, that was it. I was, like, I wanted that pet so bad. I got everything else that they dropped, but, you know, funny enough, doing this quest would also get me a good weapon for those guys. Here's the armored zombies. I don't know if the axe will drop, though, until the quest is complete, so... Ow. Run, boy, run. I'll tank the damage. Oh, rangers. Let's see. I'm getting hit, but the gate is locked. Okay. That's a lot of damage. Can't go that way. Look over balcony. Look at all these new options they added. Pretty cool. Hey, I remember this skeleton-looking guy. Zemorigal, this magical mist feels like it's corroding my insides. This seems like a bad idea. Oh, nonsense. The mist has no side effects. Besides, it's essential for the new security system. Everyone needs to be imbued with it if they wish to pass through any doors or gates in the base. Now, what news do you bring from the north? Your cousin grows unusually strong. We should consider allying ourselves to him, maybe even combine forces. Combine forces? I won't hear of it. Lucian would never enter into such an arrangement unless he were the one in control. And I have no desire to serve at his behest. Besides, Lucian isn't the only one with powerful resources. Is that the guy that was just following me? Oh, no. A Rab. So the stories are true. The legendary hero of Varrock, now the slave of a disgusting necromancer. I heard that insult. That's very rude. After many long years, it is time for Arav to take command of my zombie troops. And on that note, come, let us inspect the forces. I see. It's also fascinating. It's just as I suspected. Zemorigal is the one responsible for our zombie gatherings. We should inform the authorities in Varrock at once. What about the rest of this place? There could be more useful information to uncover here. Well, true. Perhaps it would be wise for us to split up. Sounds like a plan. You head to Varrock and let them know what we've found so far. I'll tank all of the damage and danger and keep exploring. Very well, that's very noble. I'll meet you in the palace once you're done. Be careful. What are the odds I could die here? What the heck? Red mist. Oh, I probably need to bottle this red mist and use that to go. So let's see. Use red mist here. It needs more, of course it does. Yeah, so these zombies, they actually ain't no joke. They're kind of tough. And they actually hit. Cosmic Lure. I need another bottle? Okay. That's fair. At least they give me the bottles for it. Some more, okay. Maybe now. Yeah, okay, so 3 was a good number for it. Arrived. Nice helmet. Possibly weird shaped head, because it seems a little small. You must leave this place. It's too dangerous for the likes of you here. What does that mean? Arav? But how are you? Are you fighting Zemorigal's control? My body is under his control. I can sometimes manage to speak with Zemorigal's concentration, while his concentration is elsewhere. But even then, it's painful. My mind, however, is still intact. He left it that way. He wanted me to feel the horror when I... Oh my goodness gracious, I'm so sorry, Arav. There must be some way I can help you. What can I do? My heart. He has it. That's how he... I'm sorry. He calls to me. I must go. Please, leave. Leave before you... Okay. Do I actually leave though? I'm extremely overprepared for this, it seems like. But better be overprepared than underprepared, I would say. Okay, so yeah, I need more zombie stuff. Just run on through. Probably look over the ledge here. I'm telling you, he may be close to finding it. Enough! I don't have time to worry about fairy tales. But think of the power. Do you not think that I am all too aware of the power? You couldn't begin to imagine what I'd do to have it for myself. But I'm also all too aware of what happens to those who try to claim it. If that is the fate Lucien wishes for himself, then he is welcome to it. In the meantime, we will focus on more practical endeavors. This is our last chance before the time comes to head north. Your forces are ready, Zamorigal. Then let us waste no more time. Begin the final preparation. Soon, the Mahjarat will hold dominion over these lands once more. Varrock will be mine. Arav cannot save his people this time. He can only watch as he himself seals their fate. Oh my goodness. This isn't good. I'd better get to Varrock right away. Oh, kingly man. Wait, where's Elias White? Greetings, your majesty. Hail, citizen. Do you need something? Not really. There's just a zombie army about to attack, maybe. Okay, so who am I supposed to go to with this? Oh, there you are. Hey, how did things go after I left you? Oh my god, it's horrible, Elias. The monsters I've seen. Zamorigal is nearly ready to begin another attack on Varrock. And it's just as I feared. I've already reported our discovery to Captain Rovin. Come, let's fill him in on everything else you've learned. About time, adventurer. Your companion here tells me we have a zombie army on our doorstep. I'm afraid that's not all, Captain. Nobrick has made some further discoveries. Indeed, but let me close this door first. Zamorigal plans to have Arav lead the zombies in an attack on Varrock, and he plans to do so very soon. Zamorigal attacking Varrock again is our greatest fear and worst nightmare. And to think he now has Arav under his control as well. What a horrifying fate for our greatest hero. There may still be hope for Arav. While spying on Zamorigal, I came face to face with him. He may serve Zamorigal, but not willingly. His mind is still his own. A zombie with his mind intact. Most zombies are mere husks, their souls having long departed their bodies. For one to still be sentient is highly unusual. Could it mean? What? Oh, nothing to worry about now. Still, we may be able to work with this. What did Arav have to say to you? He told me that Zamorigal has his heart. His heart? Interesting. Could that be how Zamorigal is controlling him? Absolutely. What are you saying? Does this mean we might be able to save him? In the long term, potentially. But this will require a fair amount of research. Something I fear we have little time for right now. Well then, what other options do we have? Well, thanks to our good friend here. We have the very shield that was last used to stop Zamorigal the first time he attacked. The shield of Arav. But is it really any use? Despite our attempts, we've never been able to unlock its power. Could it be that the legends were exaggerated and that it's just an ordinary shield? To answer that, our best bet would likely be to seek out the creators of the shield, the Mkando dwarves of Camdozal. But they're extinct now, aren't they? Not quite. There are still a few out there, including one in Camdozal itself. Ramarno is his name. Well then, what are we waiting for, Nobrick? Speak to this Ramarno and seek his advice on how to use the shield to defend our city. In the meantime, we will prepare our defenses. If this guy wants a red berry pie for me to learn the secrets. I've said it once, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I love how old school RuneScape ties a lot of their world together. Like, this is a prime example of that. Hello, my friend. I hope you're still well. And not expecting pie. Ah, no, Brick. I'm sure you have plenty of questions. I will do my best to answer them. I'll only have one today. I need your help with a shield. A shield? What kind of shield? The shield of Varrock. We've discovered that some random skeleton you don't know intends to attack the city of Varrock with a zombie army. It was the shield that stopped him last time. Ah, and you are hoping to use it to do so again. Well, I wish I could help you, but I know little of the shield and its power. It was created far before even my time. Still, I may have a way for you to learn what you need. And it's red berry pie. The Sacred Forge, of course. Okay, never mind. This guy's actually serious. But how will the forge help me? The Sacred Forge is far more than a mere furnace. Fool. It is a powerful relic from a time when the gods still walked this land. Before Camdozal's ruins, our sages would use the forge to guide our people. It is said that's very dwarf, and I love that. It is said that the forge granted them access to the Dream Theater, a place where they were blessed with visions of the past, present, and future. I see. So how do I access this Dream Theater? Red berry pie. The forge will need powering, but normal baronite won't work for this. You'll need to obtain some imbued baronite with that. Provided the forge deems you worthy, you will be able to enter the Dream Theater. Alright. And how do I get imbued baronite? Head to the mines, the coal mines, and mine yourself a baronite deposit. Once you have that, imbue it using the core of a chaos golem from the golem workshop. You know, that's actually not as tall of a ask as I was expecting, so I'm very happy about that. Boom, pickaxe got. We also need a core of just any golem. It says I need to be worthy, so would any golem core be fine? Flawed golem. What? Rune essence. Oh no, not actual drop rate problems. But maybe my chances will be better with the more higher golems, maybe. Baronite shards and a core? Yo, let's go. And then can I... Ah, there it is, okay. Hey, imbued baronite, cool. So hopefully one will do the trick. Here, take this. Oh, wow. Hello again, friend. I mean, Arav? Is that you? What the hell? I feel free. I can speak without pain. How is this possible? We don't have much time. I'm talking to you from the Imcando Dream Theater. I need to know how to use your shield. The shield? Of course. What do you need to know? Everything. How to defeat Zamorigal's army. How can we do it again? It was not I who used the shield when I faced Zamorigal. I cast the shield to the son of Varrock's founder. Only then did the zombies meet their doom. What? It was his blood. The shield is tied to Varrock. Only one with the blood of the founder can use it. So if I can find his descendant, then you can save my home. Wait, it's him. He knows you're here. That is cool as fuck, holy. Ah! And what do we have here? Now, this is interesting. A snooping adventurer. So you hope to stop me, do you? You pathetic human wretch. Well, my zombie army is at the walls of Varrock. You are already too late. Romarno's like, well, well, how did it go? And I look at him with like, oh, the things I've seen. Romarno, you wouldn't understand. But I know how to use the shield. Hey, glad to hear it. Now get me some red berry pie. Now I need to get back to Varrock as fast as possible. I just hope I'm not too late. Teleportation! I'm gonna assume I would head to the palace. Oh my god, zombies! Slain gods! Oh, night is descending upon us. Quickly, we must get to the palace. Man, smartest guards in the world right there. I know this is a serious time, but that's funny just to see them caught on, like, fencing. Hey, zombies, I'm on your side. The Monk of Zamrock. That's funny that they included him. Hey, King, we need you. Whatever you want, adventurer. That's mercenary to you. It will need to wait. In case you hadn't noticed, there are zombies all over the place. I'm sorry, your majesty, I'm trying to get rid of them. We'll get to it then, rather than standing there yapping at me. Is he not a descendant? Maybe you? Whoa, what's going on? Oh my god, Sarah Doman, preserve us. The queen? Why is the queen out? I guess she's protecting her garden. I'm actually gonna run all the way outside because I want to hear her dialogue on the matter. Is she actually protecting her garden? Or did they just forget to bring her inside? It is cool that they've splattered like all these guards everywhere. And I'm so, like, again, I'm so glad they changed their character model from whatever that abomination was before. Whoa, what are these horrible, icky zombies doing in my nice, clean palace? You're a mercenary. Get out there and sort this out. Hem holds out hand. Payment. Now, yeah, they just forgot her out here. Oh, man, that's funny. So, presumably we... Oh. What? What is this? Oh my gosh, Arav, so strong. What does my examine say? He's seen better, happier days. Well, this is extremely odd. Everyone's just paused in time, it seems like. Maybe I'm not supposed to be up here. Ow. Wait a second. No. the guy that we got the key for that one sword. What was that quest? Demon Slayer? Is he the descendant? I'm gonna talk to these guys while I'm here, but that's my hunch. Oh, about time you showed up. The zombies have breached the northern wall. That sounds like your problem, Captain. We've managed to keep them from moving on to the rest of Varrock for now, but we won't be able to do this forever. The situation isn't great, my friend, but all may not be lost. Did you manage to find out anything about how the shield works? Sort of. I discovered that only a descendant of Varrock's original founder can use the shield, but I'm not sure how we'd find someone of that lineage still alive today. The library would be your best bet. Get down there and see if Reldo can help you. Oh, and you'd better take this. Captain Roven gives you the shield of Arav. Can I equip it? Nope. It looks different than the last time I saw it. Examine. The legendary shield of Arav. You know, it's kind of respectful that the zombies haven't breached the library. It's very kind of them. Close the door. Hey, Reldo, I need help. Oh, wonderful. He's gone. Who's gone? Surak Magus. The teleport block should have stopped him escaping, but it seems he was able to use the zombies as a distraction and disable the spell. That's kind of cool, because that has like a lot of other implications in the future. In hindsight, imprisoning a deadly mage in a library was maybe not a very well thought out plan, but it seems we have bigger issues to deal with for now. You could say that again. Speaking of which, I need your help. I must find out if there are any living descendants of the founder of Varrock. I'm normally the first person to chat about local history, but given the situation, is now really the best time for this? Yeah, this information may help us defeat the zombies. Well, in that case, I think I have what you need. There was a document on the desk in the corner listing the elders who sent Arav on his original quest for the Shield of Arav. One of those elders would have been the original founder of the city. Well, sounds like a good start, but how would that help me track down their descendant? Notable families like that are unlikely to have changed their surnames over the years. If you consult the latest census, you'll hopefully find some matching names. You'll find it just next to the desk. That's perfect. Thanks. You couldn't just hand it to me? Desk. Okay, it's right here. The big ass book. Citizen's name. I guess it would be Avaraka, right? That'd be their last name. Gertrude Fairweather. What a nice name. Profession housewife. Okay. Damn, a lot of people apparently live in Varrock. I didn't even notice. Kitchen boy. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what name I'm looking for. So maybe... Wait a second. Mugger? That's the mugger's name? Fair the Levas... What? You find a fragment of the document you might use? Again, he could have just handed this to me. So the Council of Varrock gathered to discuss the matter of Arav. There was Tarlo Romanus, Home Prison, the Thero... it was clear to all that the dream was the most dire of signs. Something had to be done about it. I feel like it's just surprising, to be honest. I'm gonna go on a hunch and just go straight to him and see. Because that was my original suspicion. Well, these zombies are so kind not to go over that dead guard to kill this other one. Where did all these zombies come from? It's an invasion by Zamoragol. The gods preserve us. Don't you worry about that. I'm working on a plan to get rid of them. You might be able to help by using the Shield of Arav. The Shield? Yes, a descendant of an original elder of Varrock can apparently use it to stop the zombies. You're one of those descendants, although I'm not sure if you're the right one. Well, I suppose anything is worth a try. You pass the shield to Surprising, and nothing happens. Well, I'm as useless as I've ever been. Damn you, Surprising. It must be someone else. Oh no, what if it doesn't work? We're doomed! Doomed! Then die with your blade in your hand, sir. Maybe the king, my other suspicion? Well, I might have a solution to that. We have a shield. No one has figured out how to unlock the powers of the shield in hundreds of years. Are we so desperate that we are relying on legends? Yes. It might be that you yourself can use it. I have a reason to believe that you are descendant from an original elder of Varrock. Well, of course. Would you expect anything less of the man who is king? Here, hold the shield and see if anything happens. You pass the shield to the king, man. It's useless. I told you. It must be someone else. Worthless. Okay. So a lesser-known NPC. Not entirely unsuspected. Romeo? Please, God, no. But maybe. Hold on, maybe. Please, no. Oh, for the love of God, please, no, not Romeo. Oh wow, look at that. It's literally just contained in the palace. Hey, Romeo. I need to speak to you. A zombie army has invaded the palace and you might be the only one who's able to stop them. Oh, do you really think I could? I've always wanted to be a hero. Well, I'm not sure, but it's worth a shot. Take this. Take this. Ooh, okay, that sounds fun. You give him the shield. Thank fuck nothing happens. Holy. Wait a second, there was more dialogue. Oh. Well, it wasn't a guarantee, but your surname matches that of an elder called Ramon Gontamu. Oh, well, I'm not actually a real... Okay. You know, I was expecting this. I was expecting this. I'm not actually a real descendant of the Gontamus. My great-grandfather was adopted into the family. Interesting. So are there any genuine Gontamus around? Not exactly. The last descendant of the Gontamu line was Lilith Gontamu. She married into the Fitzharmon family. As in Demetrius Fitzharmon? Sounds like I'd better pay him a visit. Who even is that? There you are. Hello, Demetrius. I will not forget what you did for my family, Norbert. Those 500 million coins have allowed us to put food on the table. The empty table. That's no problem. Could I need your help with a zombie invasion. Well, I suppose I could help, but I am getting on a bit now. I'm not quite the warrior I used to be. I'm hoping the Shield of Arav may help a little. Ah, yes, I know of the Shield's legend. I don't understand what that has to do with me, though. I have reason to believe that you're descended from one of the original leaders. That doesn't sound entirely convincing, but I'll give it a go. You pass the shield to Demetrius, and it magically responds to his touch. Well, that is impressive. I think you might be the one. Quick, let's get to the palace. Die, zombie scum! Hurrah! Free at last! Stay back! Oh. That's pretty cool. Zamorigal, the forces. What do we do? What do we do? We flee, you fool. But all the work. We're eternal beings, you idiots. We'll be back. I mean, do you have a better suggestion? Are you hiding some secret to overcoming such an outstanding disaster? No. Then recall Arav at once. There is nothing more to be gained here. It is time for us to head north. Oh wow, all magically said and done. Very cool. It seems the shield worked better than anyone could have hoped for. From what we can tell, not a single zombie remains. It was a close one. But while we were hiding in this tower, thanks to you, Varrock is saved. It wouldn't have been possible without Deminthius. Indeed, I will ensure the king is made aware of his contributions. Any word on what happened to Zamorigal? There's been no sign of him so far. We'll keep an eye out, but I suspect he'll have gone to ground. And he'll have Arav with him too. We may not have been able to save Arav today, but thanks to your discoveries, we now have a lead to follow. It will take some time, but once I have something on this heart business, I'll be in touch. And on that note, I intend to get started right away. Until we meet again, no brick. Elias departs. Well, once again, mercenary, on behalf of Varrock, you have my thanks. Today's victory will go down in history. Now, you'd best be on your way. I have lots of work to do standing in this tower looking at nothing, and I'm sure you have better places to be than here. Achievement. Quest done. Very cool. Congratulations, you have completed Defender of Varrock. You are awarded 800 million quest points, Zamorigal's base access to get that zombie axe, 15 million smithing experience, 120 million hunter experience, total quest points, 296,000. Alright, so that has been the Defender of Varrock quest. Thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the video. Again, to touch back on the start of the video, for those who enjoy watching the Tales of Gielinor series, do let me know. Do you mind and or want to see the newer quests done? By doing that, I would be doing them on this character, the original account, like the whole Tales of Gielinor start, with the Desert Treasure that I still need to go back and finish, and I will do that, just in good time. Or do you want to kind of just see how RuneScape builds up their quests over time with the lore keeper account, and like, you know, just start from humble beginnings to overcome the trials and tribulations of the quests in old school RuneScape? Do let me know. Again, much appreciated. If you enjoyed, give me some feedback. I always appreciate that. And if you want to see more from the channel, you want to see more stuff like this, as well as stuff nothing like this whatsoever, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. Take care, and I will see you next time.